If you want to be coached by someone that podiumed at the first ever MX Bikes LAN event, then click the Discord link in the description below. Follow the steps on screen to book a one-on-one session with me now. Anyway, enjoy the video. Alright, what's good boys? Welcome back to a brand new video today. We're here on Rocky Hills MX and SX by ZDog69. Now, there is two PKZs with this. It comes with a Suzuki. It comes with a Supercross PKZ and also an outdoor PKZ, so you can do both. I believe they are literally both on the same track though, so we're going to be checking up on both. Obviously, we're going to be starting on the outdoor track here, and then we can go and try the Supercross track. I do assume it's part of the same thing. I could be completely wrong. It could generally just be two tracks, like two completely different tracks. But we'll have a look. We'll find out either way. But yeah, there's two PKZs, so you can race on both. Basically, there's timing gates on the Supercross and on the outdoors, nonetheless. So yeah, you can have fun. Whether you're a Supercross guy, an outdoor guy, you know, you can have fun on a bit of both. But yeah, nice new track today to try. So get away from the pub lobbies a little bit today. There will be more. I'm trying to do as many as I can, obviously, to get ahead for holiday. So yeah, I'm pretty much just doing a lot of pub lobbies, admit, just trying to record. That does not go that way. We need to remember where to jump. But yeah, these ruts actually look quite good. Pretty deep ruts, so we should be able to be held in them like pretty deep. Let's see if we can put some laps together and just be smooth. We're still on the Honda. I'm liking the Honda at the minute. Obviously, it's the Yamaha, just with a Honda model on it. But I'm liking it in the minute. I'm liking the Honda. Gives me a good vibe. Feel like I'm riding like Jet Lawrence over it. And I wonder if that's got collisions. You might be able to like tire tap over that. But there's a few Honda banners, so it kind of goes with it. Kind of goes with the vibe, I suppose. But yeah, I think we're going to be using Honda from Southwick onwards, and then I've already been working on the Redbud setup as well, which I can't show just yet because I don't believe the gear has actually been released to the public yet, the FXR Redbud gear. So I'm not going to show any pictures of it just yet, but it is very, very nice. It's very clean, and yeah, the Club MX boys, we're going to be looking pretty nice for Redbud in a couple of weeks' time. But yeah, I'm just trying to get everything ready. Ols has left the Club MX team. He's gone to Moto Academy now. So the Club MX team is pretty much ran by me and Jake now. Obviously, BP, Ben, he is still the big boss. He is still basically the owner of AJP and Club MX. But me and Jake are the team managers now. So basically, we're the ones that will get all the bikes sorted, the gears sorted, and picking up riders, stuff like that. So yeah, it's basically mine and Jake's job now to run the Club MX team, which I think is cool. It's been a while since I've ran my own team. And it's nice, obviously, to not have to start from the bottom. You know, you just get sort of given the team, I guess you could say. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice we can sort of do things that we want to do with it now. We can kind of change bits around with it. Now, don't get me wrong, we haven't changed anything yet. But you know, if there's anything that we do want to change, like for example, we're getting Hondas for the boys now. And yeah, I think I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the future with the Club MX boys. And yeah, with me and Jake running it now, basically. But yeah, let's see if we can put a lap together. I believe we are going to come up to the finish line in just a second. And yeah, see if we can put a lap together. Where is the finish line? Please remember this jumps to the right. Oh, a bit longer than I thought. I thought the finish line would be around the 2-minute mark, but it seems to be a little bit... Oh, here it is. Okay, right. See if we can put a lap together then. So let's try and remember where the track goes. So scrub that, and then come up here, and then scrub this. Probably launch that a little bit further. And then be nice and smooth through here. And then you can triple this, but I'm going to be nice and steady. I'm not going to triple it too much. Just sort of just land just before it. And then double this. Can we get... Does this have collisions? I kind of want to know. It does have collisions, so you can do like tire taps up it. That's pretty sick. That's actually really, really cool. That'd be quite a fun jump to do. But the jumps are very, very peaky, and they send you pretty far. So if you guys like big old jumps, you guys would enjoy this track. I can really tell how much flow this track is going to have when you kind of learn it and understand it a bit. But yeah, we're just trying to figure our way around the track. A little flat corner here keeps you on your toes. You know, not everything's got a rut to hold you. Big sort of double around here. We're flying around the outside, nice and steady through here. Probably get on the brakes a little bit later there. Didn't need to check out that early. See if we can stretch over this. And then little roll here, kind of just wheelie and scrub. Oh my god, we're doing 360. It's fine, we'll take it. We will take that 360. And then nice and smooth. Small little tabletop. Scrub jump here, which we have absolutely sent. We did not want to send that far, but we're alive. We've somehow saved that and landed it. Nice scrub jump here. So some things are like, they're big on 250, I want to say, and then some things are small. So I feel like you can sort of get around it on either bike, 250 and 450. He's probably tested it on both, I want to say. So to me, having to scrub some of these jumps and send some of these jumps, I feel like a 250 is definitely a viable bike around here as well. There are some tracks in this game where, you know, they do like, you know, they test everything on the 450 and then you go on a 250 and everything's absolutely huge and you can't hit anything and it's just a 450 track. But I can pretty much already tell by just riding this track, doing a few laps on it, that it's definitely going to be viable on the 250 as well as the 450. Maybe even a good two-stroke track. I feel like this track, nothing on there is too huge for the 450, so maybe a two-stroke could be pretty fun around here, just to go absolutely crazy on the old two-smoker and just throw some fat whips on some of these huge jumps. Great for this. This is the final corner. You can hit that corner very, very quick. Can we get into this inside? So that finish up is actually a very, very small jump. We need to really, really check up for that. But I'm liking the sort of desert canyon-y kind of vibe. It's quite a good vibe. You don't actually see too much of it, to be fair. Don't get me wrong, this isn't the first sort of like canyon-y kind of track, but they're always pretty good whenever you see a canyon track. Let's see if we can do like a tie-tap front flip. Oh, it froze my game. So it's concrete physics. So yeah, maybe you can't play around on that too much because of the concrete physics. We all know what Poboso's like when it comes to Poboso physics. So yeah, concrete physics. I mean, concrete physics in this game are literally the worst noise, the worst like traction, everything. Concrete in this game just does not work. So maybe you can't play around on that as much as I thought you could. But nonetheless, you can still tap it. You can probably nose bonk it, stuff like that. I feel like that would be quite fun to do. I mean, you could probably play around with it a little bit. But yeah, see if we can hit a massive whip over this jump. Well, that was just absolutely terrible. There was no whippage in that whatsoever. But yeah, let's very, 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 very enjoyable track. I feel like if you can get sort of a flow on the track and learn the layout of it and things like that, you could definitely throw some big old whips and some good lap times around it. Let's see it again if we can put a lap together. So the finish line is back all the way over there, I think. So we've completely missed the finish line, so never mind. Let's try a Supercross track now. I totally forgot about that. Let's try a Supercross track. Alrighty, we are over here now on the Supercross track. I just put my Supercross suspension on because I'm a little tryhard and I, want to be able to actually run some laps around here. But yeah, let's see what we can do on the Supercross track. They actually know where the finish line is. I didn't change track, so obviously the outdoor track is just behind me over there. I haven't actually changed PKZ or anything like that, so I'm not going to have any timing gates. I'm not going to have any lap times count around here. However, if you put the actual Supercross PKZ on, then you will. It's not a track issue. I'm just not changing the PKZ because I can't be bothered, pretty much. There's no point me backing out when the track's just over here. Might as well just not have lap times and still show you guys the track. But yeah, like I said, if you guys are wanting lap times, you can still run some lap times. But where is the finish line so we can sort of just get a full lap going? Decent through the whoops, nice and steady through here. I like that he's got ruts on top of that tunnel jump. I like when a track has some Supercross. Well, I like when a Supercross track has some ruts and stuff on it. But yeah, I'm a little bit outdated on Supercross now. I've not done Supercross in a little while now. But nonetheless, I should still get the flow back. I don't think it's a replica of any track. I think it is all just from the mind, all just creative. Right, so here's the finish line. Obviously, lap isn't going to count, but we can sort of just get a full lap around the track and just sort of know what to expect. We've got a big old sand section here, so we can double our way through this. We'll jump our way through here, around the outside. Little stretch over here. This looks like a wall jump, which you can definitely probably triple around the corner, I want to say. So that's definitely not a line to double your way through there. You can definitely launch that. And little triple, nice little inside ruts. I like a Supercross track with some ruts. A very, very wide Supercross track. So if there was to be pub lobbies around this track, it should be somewhat okay. Obviously, Supercross and pub lobbies don't always work together, but if you give them a wide R track, they should hopefully be able to get around it without, hitting you every 2 seconds. But you never know with bubble lobbies. You never know. Right. Let's see if we can complete this lap. Little stretch over this little double here, and you sort of double out. And then we do a roller thing onto a table, which is something I've not seen before, but it works. It kind of works. We triple around here. Oh. I feel like this is definitely one of them Supercross tracks where you can absolutely send stuff. It reminds me a bit of like DDC, for example, where you can literally, everything you launch or everything you sort of stretch turns out to be a big line. So it reminds me a bit of that. It reminds me of a DDC kind of track with how huge the lines can be if you really wanted to send everything. But here we go then, coming over the tunnel. Nice. It sort of kicks you a little bit, but that's sort of understandable. Hit a tyre tap here. Ah, just over the bars. You can definitely tyre tap that. That could be a pretty cool line. And then nice and smooth around this final corner, or second to last corner, I think. Could be wrong. And then Supercross. Oh, never mind. We are actually not as near the finish as I thought we were. Now we're near the finish. Little double around here. Very rutty, to be fair, but I like that. I like that there's ruts in the corners. And then you got a nice flat corner. Up into fifth, and down to third, across the finish line. See if we can just hit the sand a little bit better than what we did before. So we're going to go double, double, and then almost roll it into an inside corner. No, never mind. We're trashing the sand part. That's a shocker. But yeah, if you guys do want to get this track, it is completely free on MXC Mods. And yeah, obviously it comes with a Supercross track and an outdoor track. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.